It is June 1st. Welcome to your next 24 hours. I am a reader currently in Brooklyn, New York, although June 1st has already kicked me in the butt, and I'm not sure that I will be in Brooklyn, New York for much longer. So this is take 2. I did shuffle, meditated on the cards, asked what energies are available to us, to the collective, that we can use in the next 24 hours ahead. Holy bejesus, is it a day at a time right now or what? But my OCD took over. The camera wasn't angled properly. It's still bothering me. And this is take 2. But this is how the cards were dealt. I also rambled way too much about astrology, something I know nothing about. So here we are, 24 hours, doing what I know how to do, which is read tarot. First line, King of Cups. This is emotional support. Okay, this is a leader who has an open heart, who listens not only to kind of your actual challenges, but has empathy. I think the word here is empathy, and sympathy for what you may be going through. This is often an older individual, someone who we go to for advice, present here in the first lines. And we may be seeking that out today because Ace of Wands reversed. Ace of Wands upright is the spark of the suit of wands, fire, action, movement, energy, but we are just not knowing which direction to go in right now. That energy may be elusive, or every plan we make may find a stumbling block. So this can also be, I have to really acknowledge kind of what's happening in the world right now too, and just say, for every action that's occurring, there just may be a sense that no matter what we do, we're not really affecting change. And right next to that is the High Priestess. Angelic protection, the keeper of the unknown, the shaman, the mystic. This first line is really prompting me to ask you, where do you go when nothing is working? And I'm trying really hard here not to project my own situation, but when nothing is going the way that you had planned, how do you find emotional comfort? And what is your relationship like with your higher power right now? Because I think you're going to need it. We have strength here. It's telling us that we have it. We may not be aware. We may not even be aware of what we're capable of. Would anyone think at first glance this dainty lady in a white dress could tame a lion? No, but that's the point of the Strength card, finding those resources and unexpected places, finding that determination to keep speaking our mind, keep fighting for what we believe is true, keep fighting for a love, a relationship, social justice, honesty, even though we feel there's nothing left to give. This card is reminding us that the reserves are there, whether or not we feel them. And we are at an impasse. I'm not surprised to see this smack in the middle. This is pretty much the world right now. The Two of Swords. This is true. How do you move forward? We're talking about it on the macro and the micro. I certainly have my own micro version of this story, but in the macro, we have protests all around the United States right now. People, certain protesters, who protesting the lockdown being treated one way. That was one truth. Protesters of, racial injustice being treated another way, which, we can't see a way forward either as a nation or maybe as an individual. This can, for me, dial back to the micro. I'm completely lost as of yesterday evening in terms of where I'll be in the next month. But with that said, we don't see a way forward. And we're tired. Seven of Wands is about being on the defense, ready to defend one's position, putting our heels in the ground and saying, this is my truth. But, the Seven of Wands, I always see a graduation from the 7 to the 9 of Wands, where this guy has just been through the fight over and over again. It's not showing up here. But, this can be a card of jealousy. But boy, we're just not feeling it. But strength is here telling us it's there. Okay, fine. And that we may just have to live with the uncertainty. I do not see, as you can see here, a single other card of swords. Swords are thoughts, words. We're just not seeing a way to use our words and our affect change with our words today. And that may not even be how we can move forward. Wow, I'm sorry, this is rambling. I just got knocked on my butt yesterday. So we have the Empress here. This is the mother figure. This is how we create. This is how we, bring forward our ideas, our passions into the world. It can be an actual card of motherhood. But she is the protector, right? The divine feminine. Next to the King of Wands reversed. Now, he is the King of Fire, Aries card, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. A leader, often dynamic, uses, fiery language and words, and we're just not having it. He is that energy in ourselves or in the world at large is not feeling present or trusted, maybe right now. But I guess I'm a little bit heartened here to see the Knight of Pentacles. We've been seeing this dude for a few days now. Slow and steady wins the race. Perseverance, staying grounded, knowing who we are, knowing what our convictions are, knowing what our goal is, and having the fortitude to get there. To me today, these two are probably the most important cards. And I love the yellow. That's optimism there. That's hope. We have the strength. We have to keep going. Even though the progress may feel slow, we have to keep moving forward and stay grounded in our beliefs. And how are we defining those beliefs? We may not be seeing the action that makes us satisfied, either emotionally or spiritually. We may not see a way forward, and we may be tired. But change is coming. Two of Pentacles is often a card of communication. It's about juggling, having a lot on our plate. Pentacles are earth. This can be a decision that needs to be made, and it's really echoed in the Two of Swords. So again, this grounding energy, and I think this has a lot to do with the very odd eclipse season, which is coming up. 3 eclipses in between June and July, June 1st being today. I think this is, I'm not even going to try. So we're juggling. We don't know the decision. And I don't know that there is a decision to make today. And I don't even know that I would suggest that you try to make one. But I do know that, keeping an eye on what it is that we want to create. Slow and steady wins the race. Perseverance, even though we're tired, even though we may not have anyone that we can believe in. There is a spiritual and emotional truth that is driving us through this time on the macro and the micro. Hold on to it. It's as much as I can do today. Thanks for stopping by. Know you are loved, and I will talk with you soon.